the studio of Voice of the People 96.1 FM here in Abuja. The show is Sport Lounge. We are ready to take you around the world of sport with no visa. It is a full house today, and the sport guys are ready to drive you, fly you, anyhow you want to go
and sell you.
Definitely, we are ready to make sure that you do not have any boring time this afternoon. My name is Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. And of course, I've got my strike partner with me. Always a pleasure talking sport with him.
Okay, as you know, I'm the sport bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor. None so arranged, and I tell you the next 1 hour will be entertaining, pulsating, fun, filled, and possibly, most importantly, sporty packed. We'll bring you up to speed as we will be looking down what happened in the last top 5 leagues in Europe during the weekend. We'll look at what's happening from the NPFL. We'll touch down the NNL, of course, and how we do it. We bring you up to speed from Formula One. The first Grand Prix is upon us. Letters from tennis as well. And of course the NBA. All these on the show. Not forgetting our under 18 handball team did us proud the other weekend as well. I will let you know what's happened as we begin to count down to the start to the 13th African Games.
Alright, and one man makes a return on the show after several hours, where he was nursing an ankle injury that aggravated to an ACL injury. That's the anterior crucial ligament injury. But I can tell you for a fact that the doctors have worked on him and is ready to roar, just like Erling Allen. Mr. Johnson Marco G, you know him as Mr. J. Good to have you join us on the show this evening.
Thank you very much, Fine Boy. Well, it's very, very difficult being on the sideline or being, it's really difficult. And I feel really good, even though the injury is not yet over. But let me just comment so that I'll break the speed with which you guys want to fly.
Exactly.
I am here to break the speed. Let's go.
Just like Darwin Nunez and Dominic Sloboslai, he's back. And back he is. How do you feel when one man tells you to shut up simply because you heard your view? All these and many more loaded on the show this evening. Don't go nowhere. Let's go on the short break. When we return, it will be Game On. News from the local scene. And off we go. Let's begin at the show from the local scene as we touch down all across the federation where it went down in the Nigerian Premier Football League, where Lobby Stars return to the top of the NPFL table after a comfortable 2-0 win over Castina United on March day 23. The Pride of Benue ended the first run of Abubakar Baleh team side who had moved off to the 7th place on the log before the encounter as they kept hope alive for their title aspiration. Meanwhile, in Kaduna, Rangers International Football Club extended their unbeaten runs to 5 wins after beating Niger Tornadoes 2-0 in Kaduna. Fidelis Electrical side also ensured that they kept 5 clean sheets in a row. Wow, this is a new record, and also witnessed the debut of their general manager, talking about no other persons but Amobi Ezeoku. Christian Obi of Atlan FC extended his winless run in the league to 16 matches after a 1-0 draw with Sunshine Stars in Oka, while Remo Stars defeated Bayelsa United by 1-0 in Ikane. Rangers of Enugu was quite unlucky as their winless streak continues, but far away in the Jos Township Stadium, Coach Monday Odige could not galvanize his team to at least a draw as they fell 2-0 at home side Plateau United. Let me come to the Sport Bishop. Sport Bishop, you saw some of the games over the weekend, especially the ones that we were tracking on Saturday between Remo Stars and Bayelsa United. So all in all, how would you rate the round of 23 in terms of the games that played over the weekend?
I think exciting games played across the week, across match venues in the MPFL. There were some away points for likes of Sunshine Stars. But I think the biggest winner has been Enugu Rangers. They went down to Niger Tornadoes and got a 2-0 victory. In that same game, the general manager, I'm talking about Ezagu Amobi, made his debut for the Enugu Rangers.
He's known as the GM.
Exactly, that's the general manager. He played in that encounter for them. It's now 5 clean sheets in a row for Felix Lechuku's team. 6 victories in a row, and that tells you why they are where they are on the table. You know, early Saturday, Remo Stars got to the top of the table by a goal to nil, but Lobby Stars returned there with an emphatic 2-0 victory at the Lafayette Stadium there in Nasarawa State. So we're waiting to see what happens. The game that is ongoing right now with Doma United and Sporting Lagos, as we hear, it's halftime in the gun, goalless in that encounter. Aqua United as well, leading Iba by a goal to nil, 10 minutes going that encounter, and the game between Kano Pillars and of course Abia Warriors, that game is still goalless after 10 minutes. But don't forget the game between Kwara United and Rivers United, that game was postponed due to the fact that Rivers United were playing in the continent, and we'll get to know how they fared when they played 3MFC at the Gospel Abbey Stadium in Uyo.
Mr. J, before the game between Remo Stars and Bayelsa over the weekend, Aimba was topping the MPFL before that game, and after the game, Remo Stars went back to the top. Then after the game, we saw Lobby Stars now going back to the top. So between Saturday and Sunday, 3 teams top the NPFL table this season. It's an exciting moment for our own league, don't you think so, Mr. J?
And maybe after this match day, maybe another team will also come up again and be at the top of the table.
And that might be Aimba if Aimba wins.
Unfortunately, they are trailing already.
It doesn't mean it's still
and David Phillip in the goal with the 7th minute. Don't forget, Aqua United, after a bad run of form, they returned to the Gospel Abbey Stadium in Uyo, and they left the Eke Township Stadium. And it seems the return to the new stadium has started with a good start.
Returning is something is trending now, if I may put it that way, because you know. But one thing that you can't take it away from this whole thing is that it shows the beauty and improvement in our league, because when a league is not a one-horse race, it brings out the beauty of it. You can be there, this person can be there, you slack, you are out of it, and then you see the fighting spirit that, oh, if we slack or if we take any chance, we'll be out of this place. The game is, for me, and the league, the way it is so interesting, and I wish it can continue like this, so that if a team is fighting with a high spirit like this, they can go away, grind out results irrespective of whatever the ground is. It makes it very interesting for me.
I'm more interested with the guys at the drop. We have Aqua United as the leading right now. They push them up to 17th. Maybe not enough to get up from the relegation zone, I must tell you. But 24. Look at it. 16 is Kwara United with 25 points. They have a game in hand. Aqua United are 17 with 24 points. And Niger Tornadoes got 24 points from 22 games. And Gombe United has also got 21 points from 22 games. And Heartland, come on, 16 games on winning streak. I don't know who has that kind of streak. Come on, they play the 1-0 draw like this weekend again at the Oka International Stadium in Anambra. Yet again, can't fail to get the result. Whether they are playing in the Danayam Stadium in Owerri, whether they're playing in Oka.
Bad luck? It's
not bad luck.
It doesn't matter.
No, we talked about the fact that Kennedy Boboyi was let go by the governor of the team. He sent a letter after Obi was sacked, and he said he should be removed and reinstated. And before 24 hours, Obi was back to the team. And since he has returned, he hasn't won a game still. He has gone a 16-game losing streak.
There are 20 teams competing in this league.
True.
So one must take first position. Hold on.
Is a traditional name in the MPFL.
Another one must take. Have we not seen well-known club? Has Canopilla not gone on relegation and come back?
Before
let's him make his point.
What are we talking about? Definitely, if it's your day, it's your day, and if you can't take luck out of football.
So when you go 16 games without winning, you don't blame the coach.
The coach, for me,
they changed the coach. He won 2 games in 3, and then the next game they brought you back. He can't still win till now.
That is to tell you that the team is bad.
So what happened with Kennedy Boy when he was coaching the team and winning 2 games in 3?
If you ask me, I will say this is a spiritual problem. All right, away from Heartland and Bruha, let's touch down to the second tier of the Nigerian League, talking about the NNL, where exciting games return over the weekend. We saw the first game on Friday in the Conference A as well as Conference B. We also have some games in Conference C as well as in Conference D. Yeah. On Friday, Saturday rather, we saw games that went down over the weekend in the NNL, where the Kada were in action against Thomas Roberts as well as Smart City in action as well. Also in the Conference B, we saw games between Ijebu FC and FC1 Rockets. We also saw games between Ikorodu United and of course their opponent. We saw Nasarawa Tornadoes as
Nasarawa
United against ABS.
3 goals to them.
Ooh, that was a very, very interesting game. I saw that one. Yeah. And Kebbi United also had a 4-1 win against Malantreki FC. Yeah. All right, let's quickly head down to the a conversation we had between the chief operating officer, no other person but Dr. Ayo Hamid Abdurrahman. One of us had a chit chat with him, and this was how it went down. It was such an eye-opening interview, and this was how it went.
The second stanza of the NNL began on Friday after a quite short break. The first game have been played. What should Nigeria first of all be looking out for in the subsequent games?
We had a very remarkable first round, and which beat every record of every league you can mention in Nigeria. Statistics wise, we recorded a total number of 37 away wins in the first round and 45 draws, and we have increased just for the first week of matches. First round of matches, we had another set of 3 away wins, which made it 30 already. So you can see that Nigeria should look for more and improve organization and improve performance in the league. In the second stanza.
Okay, looking at the games from the first stanza, like you said, was very fantastic. What was the secret behind the reduced crowd violence and hooliganism around the match venues in the NNL?
Yes, if you are a very good follower, and our stakeholders will bear witness to this, we have zero tolerance to anything called violence, and that is why when we observe anything close to it, we nail it. We nail it before it goes. An example of it is what happened in Ijebu, where a live match was being covered, that is by the state television. And before the match ended, because we observed that the home fans were throwing little pebbles on the dugout of the away team, we didn't allow the game to end. We sanctioned them. So we sanctioned the team, and that is how we have been nailing it. And we believe other teams have been learning from what we have been doing. So believe you, we will have less of violence in this season.
And I'm talking about the quality of play. I'm also one of the ardent followers of the league. I think the quality of play has improved. But there's still a lot of question marks about the quality of the pitches around the NNL, where it's comprised of over 40 teams. What is the plan of the NNL board to ensure that the playing surface for these players, knowing where they are the productive arm of the MPF, for this place of the players who play metamorphose to MPF players? What are the plans to ensure that the league start getting up to speed at least to at least the national standard?
Thank you very much. I like that question. When it comes to infrastructure, especially the venue, that's the playing pitch, we are very, 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 very particular and passionate about that, because we take it very important more than every other factor, because it is an aspect that can showcase the quality of play. When there is no good pitch, then you can be rest assured that it will affect the quality of play for the two teams. So when the pitch is good, you can see a good display of artistry, football artistry. And what we have been doing in National League specifically is that it's an ongoing thing. We don't limit it to the inspection carried out before the commencement. As the games is going on, when we observe any pitches of questionable issue, we stop the pitch from hosting National League matches. And the next thing is that we give them an option to choose another venue. So far so good. We have not rested. And we have just sent even sanctions to to two clubs now that will shock you because we just observe, streaming expose the game to the world. It's a global thing. So when the match is being streamed, it exposes the pitches, it exposes the quality of play, it exposes the players to the world. So the pitches is of concern to us, and we have been working seriously about it.
Well, let's talk about the officiating. I must tell you that it's been much improved, but I've been at so many NL games, especially the ones here in Abuja, and there's still an amount of controversies here and there. What have you guys put in place to ensure that the second starts? Actually, this is the business end. We tend to see better officiating and less hanky-panky as we get to find out the teams that we promoted to the Nigerian Premier Football League.
Thank you. Thanks for your concern. It shows that you're actually following this game, but to be sincere, you will agree with me that we have a better officiating this season. Compared with the past.
Yeah?
Yes. And what I want to tell you is that there is no country that is playing a football playing country that doesn't have its own challenges. And officiating is present in every football playing nation. We are also developing. We have not developed. Even developed nations still have challenges. They still have issues. They have skirmishes here and there about officiating. But what I thank God that we have scored above. We have scored the officiating for this first standard that just ended, and we scored them above 90 because we've got a very little area of these skirmishes. And we will not rest. Anywhere we observe any, we will take it. We take the appropriate action on them.
Okay, now.
All right, and that was how it went down. A better officiating goals we have scored. It was a remarkable weekend in the Nigerian National League as it resumes over the weekend. Sport Bishop, perhaps you want to run us down on some of the games that went down as well as the results of those games.
Absolutely, the complete part of the interview will be played tomorrow. So, but because of time, we have to move quickly. Ekiti 2, Ekiti United 0, Mariba 2. Bandraza 1, Abia Comet 2, Rovers FC 1, Co City 0, LFC 1, Beyond Limits 0, Dakara 2, Stormers 0, Smart City 1, 1472 FC 1, in Conference B, Warri Wolves 3 Fair 1, Solution FC 1, Gateway 1, Osun United 1, International Lagos 0, Ijebu United 1, FC 1, Rocket 0, Crown FC 0, Ikorodu United 0. In the Conference C, Wiki Tourist 4, Zamfara 0, Yobe Desert Warriors 2, EFCC FC of Abuja 0. Sad. And that's why United 3,
so
ABFC 0, Sokoto United 3, Malumfa Rashi 0, City FC 3, Jigawa United 1, Adamawa United 0, Sporting 2, and KB United beat Malantaki by 4 goals to 1.
We saw away wins in this one, even between Vandres and Abia Comment. Also, Ekiti United also losing 2-0 at home. It was a delicious win. Madiba showed their quality, and of course, the game between Adamawa United and Sporting Supreme Sport Bishop. We are seeing away wins, and there's nothing to cry foul about.
That's what he said. He said. We can't take it away from the fact that the officiating has improved. Teams go away and win. But like I said, I love the fact that he said his work to still be done. The biggest room in his life is a big room of improvement. And that's to get the players playing in better pitches so that they can be able to metamorphose into what we see in the Nigerian Premier Football League. And of course, cadet level football has got the national team. And before we leave anything league football and go out to the CAF Champions League, let's let you know that the nationwide League One side, the NLO, have sealed its biggest sponsorship deal worth multi-million naira, and has announced a partnership deal with 2 foreign service providers. The sporting deal will run for 4 years and is a record-breaking and the breakthrough for grassroots development in Nigeria. NLO chairman and ex-deputy governor of Nasarawa State, His Excellency Salas Agara, shed more light on the deal. In his word, and I'll quote him, "We're happy with the several bands that have showed interest in the NLO in the last few months, and we want the NLO to grow to become a global phenomenon as the most successful grassroots football league across Africa, as challenged by the NFF president Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso. One of our partners is a lottery company licensed by Nigerian Lottery Commission. They will be the NLO title sponsors. We've agreed a 4-year sponsorship deal, and we shall unveil them on Thursday, March the 14th, 2024. We hear it 24 hours later precisely. NLO will unveil 4 of its prospective partners, and that will be happening on March the 14th. We'll be there live when the unveiling is done.
Definitely, we will be sure to give you all the information, the in-swingers concerning that deal. Just so you know, we are streaming live on YouTube. Quickly rush to our YouTube channel. It is hot, it is spicy, it is where you need to be. The address is VOP 96.1 Abuja. VOP 96.1 Abuja. Like, share, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the notification bell so you will be alerted anytime we are live on air. And of course, having a look back to every of our other previous edition, you can go there to watch as well. Like and follow. Once again, the address is a VOP 96.1 Abuja.
Also, you can start dropping in your messages. Yes, your messages, your voice note or calls. When I mean SMS, I mean SMS message, SMS, WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp voice call, or call us on this number to be part of the show. It's as simple. It's easy busy, like I love to call it. The numbers are
070-0010-961 961 070-0010-961 961. We want to hear from you. Send us your message as well as your WhatsApp call, WhatsApp voice note, and WhatsApp text message. We will give attention to your voice. Alright, in the CAF Confederation Cup, it was Aziz who put the visitors ahead in the game between Rivers United and Dream FC. But Deputy Echeta restored parity for the host Rivers United midway into the second half. It was later Keziah Einaya who scored a late winner to seal qualification for the pride of Rivers moving into the quarterfinals. Such a beautiful game.
I think they just qualified by the skin of their teeth. They needed to win that game by 2 unreplied goals, like 2-1, 3-1. We talked about that on Saturday. But unfortunately, they had to wait until the last minute, 88 minutes, I beg your pardon, when Keziah Einaya got that header. The whole stadium in Uyo, the rest of time went into raptures. You know why?
Yes.
Because it would have not been enough for them to qualify. But for Club African, they were at home against APC Lobito of Angola, and if they had got a victory, whether it was a 2-1 victory, a scrappy victory, they would have qualified. But unfortunately, they played out a 1-1 draw, and that means that Rivers United qualified as second best despite their inferior goal difference. So a good one for them. But the news we're hearing that they're going to be playing either of North African counterpart. Guys, look at the teams they can easily face.
Please, before you go, let me. I told you I'm the speed breaker here.
Definitely break the speed.
The worst best loser has gone ahead to win trophy.
Absolutely.
So
Spain did that. Nigeria got to the finals.
Côte d'Ivoire.
No, I want it. Côte d'Ivoire did it, so my brother don't write off Rivers United.
Let's look at some of the teams that have qualified for the quarterfinals. We are seeing big names. We hear that 4 out of the 8 teams that have qualified, we are champions of the CAF Confederation Cup, and the 4 other teams are newbies, including our Rivers United. Sport Bishop,
come on,
you want to run through?
Come on, they're not newbies.
Come on, have they won it?
They've not. They've
gone
to the quarterfinals.
But have they won it?
They haven't.
Anyway, you've got Dream FC from Ghana. You have Rivers United, of course, from the same group. RS Bekene, USM Algiers, Zamalek of Egypt, Stade Malien of Mali, and not forgetting Abu Salam of Media, not forgetting Modern Future of also Egypt. So they can easily face any of these teams like Zamalek, USM Algiers, RS Bekene, but they cannot face Dream FC. So I just like to beat a North African team. I know what that means.
We are not afraid. We are not afraid. Bring on whoever is there. We are out of this stage.
Can you calm down a bit?
All right.
5 North African teams have already progressed to the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Where we have 2 teams from Egypt, and that is Modern Future and Zamalek. We only have 3 teams in the quarterfinals that are not from North Africa, which are Dreams FC of Ghana, Rivers United of Nigeria, and Stade Malien of Mali.
Absolutely.
And you say we should not be afraid?
Don't
what
be
gives
afraid.
You that confidence?
We just finished speaking about it now. What else do you want?
That is your bait.
That is a very big what is it called, motivation for us going into the remainders of this of the games in this competition. We have seen it just recently. We have seen where the worst of the best losers went on to win the trophy. So Rivers United Up you, we are behind you.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Before we go for our first official commercial break, it is exactly few days, that is 4 days to the All African Games that will be going down in Ghana.
Yeah.
Nigeria, we are medal hopeful in at least athletics, boxing, handball, volleyball, football.
Football is
beach
not certain, but
Come on, we got silver, both silver medalists last
Mr.
time
J.
out. Are we going forward or
You just
backwards?
praised Rivers United moments ago.
no.
We are not
See,
certain in football.
that is why I love football. You can't just go on your last form. The performance of the day.
Okay, generally, what is the mentality or what is the preparedness of the team Nigeria going into this one? Do you think we should be celebrating medals, or we are just going there to be among the numbers, Mr. J?
They should forget about Nigeria and go and work for them. As in, take the game, take the tournament as take the All African Games as their own edition.
Okay.
You know, you have to forget about everything that is going on in the country. Forget about everything that is going on in your family. Forget about everything that is going on in your club. This is a particular edition that you have to own it, and if you have to own it, you have to put in your all. So they just have to. That's just my little advice from here to them. When they do themselves the proud, then they will be doing Nigeria the proud.
Okay, guys, don't forget the team Nigeria are gradually, slowly but surely moving over to Accra, Ghana. We are trying a bunch of points to get from the coach of the under-20 female national team, talking about Christopher Danjuma. We'll see whether we can get him on phone. Either on the show, we'll do an interview like we did with the NNL chairman, and then get you to hear what he has to say as his team gears up. I would have said defend, but come on, you can't defend silver. You must go for gold. That's the target if you're acting fine, boss.
You finished a silver in the last edition. The next
This
edition
time?
should be gold.
He's gotten silver for us at the WAFU tournament. He's qualified us for the under-20 World Cup. Maybe let him start this new year with gold for us. He's been doing so well. They got to the quarterfinal of the World Cup last time out.
If we have to set the target, he himself knows that at least he has achieved every other thing except the gold medal. So it's not even something to talk about. We will, as fans, give him the support. We plead the stakeholders in the sporting affairs
Ministry,
to at least give him the needed support so that he will achieve his aim. Because this time around, it is now his own aim, and which is gold.
Gold is what we are going for. But this time we want to go on a commercial break. When we return, one man is saying that Cristiano Ronaldo shut the hell up, for you know nothing about the French league. Who said this and why? Stay tuned to find out. Sport Lounge, we'll be back after this short break.
Meet us on YouTube, Insta, and Twitter at Voice of the People 96.1 FM.
Today's sun is so hot though. So what are you waiting for? Get the authentic taste of creamy cold berry ice cream. To order online from Gariki, call 090-8831-5907. Guarimpa 090-8831-5909. And Lugbe 090-8845-3416.
Enjoy authentic cold berry ice cream.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender guitars, Mapex drums, Ashdown bass combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
I'm coming in.
Now, you can enjoy the original taste of premium American Romeo's Pizza. Juicy, just the way you like it. To order online from Guarimpa, call 090-8831-5908. Gariki 090-8831-5906 and UK 090-9238-9861. Romeo's Pizza, the pizza champions.
Coming in hot, just like the
The Week in Review, a recap of all the big headlines and stories of the week. Saturdays at 8 a.m. only on VOP 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice. Every play, every score, and every victory is a story waiting to be told. Sports Beat. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Now you have a voice.
Voice of the People, 96.1 FM.
Still reaching to you live from the Sports Studio, Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja. This is still your sports show, Sports Lounge, that comes your ways every Mondays to Fridays at exactly 4 p.m. The sport crew gather around to drive you home in grand style and make your evening one like never before. This is the second half of the show. In the first half, we talked so much about the local scene from the NPFL to the NNL. We also touched on Rivers United, how they defeated and conquered Dream FC, making their sport in the CAF Confederation Cup quarterfinals. We also talked about some other stories from the local scene, but this time we will be delving into the foreign scene. But before you know, let me let you know that it's still me, myself and I, Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fineboy, and I've got the Sport Bishop, Chukunonso Arinze, and Mr. J. You know him as Mr. Johnson, Michael G. We are streaming live on YouTube on VOP 96.1 Abuja. VOP 96.1 Abuja. Do well to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel to be part of the Sporty family. Just so you know, we are also receiving your phone calls as well as your text messages, WhatsApp call, WhatsApp messages, and WhatsApp voice note on the number 070-0010-961-961 070-0010-961 961. And just so I add as well, we are also on the biggest WhatsApp Sporty family. If you haven't joined that family, you are missing a whole lot. Quickly send I want to join to 070-3579-2743. Once again, send I want to join on WhatsApp or text message to 070-3579-2743. And when you do that, voila, you will join the Sporty WhatsApp family. And quickly, let's get to the foreign scene. Let's take you to the foreign scene. Alright, and from the foreign scene, let's touch down now where it has been bass between a Cristiano Ronaldo, Sport Bishop, and a former Chelsea, former Marseille, and former French international, no other one but Frank Lebeau. He has come out to quiver Cristiano Ronaldo on his claim that a Saudi Pro League is superior compared to the French Ligue 1. He came out to say that it's because Ronaldo have not played in the French League, and also his long-time rival Lionel Messi played in the French League, and with that the rivalry continued. The rivalry have not stopped. So he's saying, guy, you need to shut up. Shut the hell up. League R cannot be compared to Saudi Pro League. Mr. J, you're nodding your head that you think Ronaldo is wrong for supporting the Saudi Pro League over the French League R.
My brother, you don't let down your bill payer. He is currently with Saudi Pro League, and what he's going there is just to promote that league, not just for footballing sake. Because if it's for footballing sake, he has played and virtually won all the winnables in football, save the World Cup that he could not win it. But then going to Pro League, his move to the Saudi Pro League actually opened the door to many other established players that we know, and they followed suit. So one of his aim is achieved, and then he is there. Is still in the history of Saudi Pro League, one of the greatest footballers the world has ever seen.
Very true.
CR7 has played there, and then bringing rivalry into it now. If you mention Cristiano Ronaldo, the next person that is on that you'll be thinking of is
Lionel
Messi. Lionel Messi played in French League One. He didn't play there. You understand? Lionel Messi did not play in Saudi Pro League. He is playing there. If you look at this thing, he is like is turned to pinch Lionel Messi or all his followers who are, because that debate can never, even though they are not playing the same in Europe again, the debate kept on going, and with this kind of statement, stories will keep coming that the debate will continue.
All right, as Sport Bishop, there was something that Frank Lebrun said. He said that Portugal will do better in the next Euros if Ronaldo is not in the team. That is a subtle jibe. Ronaldo replied by saying, look, in French Ligue 1, only 2-3 teams are capable of competing for the league. You can see that these two guys are just going at each other's throats.
I was sincere with what I was saying in life. I think the Saudi Pro League is being a bit competitive, because they are spending huge and getting some of the best players in Europe. A lot you say they are aging, but some of them would have, whether it's just still in Europe, will be playing as starters in top clubs like of Karim Benzema. Jota was the top scorer in the Scottish League when he left. Not forgetting Mendy, who just won the World Cup of the Year, so just a few years back. So I think he's quite right. He said they have only two good teams in that level, but Saudi Arabia, everybody is more competitive. I don't think he lied. For everything he said, I believe in what he's saying, that Saudi Arabia can become one of the best teams in Europe. But the French League has been there for so long a time. What happened? They've been diminishing in tons. Lyon, how well have Lyon done in Europe? How well have Olympique de Marseille done in Europe?
Badly.
Even Paris Saint-Germain, with all the money spent, has not done well in Europe as well. So, for me, for everything Ronaldo has said, he's got some fact to back it. Le Bourg will be is a French man. Unfortunately for him, he will have to back up his team. But as Ligue 1 improved, the answer is no. We've seen German Bundesliga improve. We've seen the Serie A as well. We know who lost it at some point. Have improved as well.
Sorry, let me cut you short there. What do you mean? Is it only when you win the UEFA Champions League?
No, when we talk about improving, we talk about the followership, the viewership. The top 5 league Europe, Ligue 1 is I think 5th or 6th because of the coefficient. It tells you that the FIFA who rates these games know why they rate it that way. Imagine a player who live in Premier League going to Spain and then France. That is, it's a backward movement. But you see players moving from the Serie A to the Premier League. You see players moving from the Spanish La Liga to the Premier League, or from Premier League to the Spanish La Liga.
Or from Ligue 1 to
anytime a player moves to Ligue 1, is either he's aging or he's past his best. Like go on, Aubameyang, Alexander Lacazette, Guendouzi,
Dembele. When you are mentioning those, also be mentioning those who are in their prime. They play a player like Dembele who moved from Barcelona to.
But how well is he doing? How well is he doing in Paris?
He played his best football in Real Madrid.
In Barcelona, Dembele.
I thought you said Di Maria.
Di Maria plays best ball in Real Madrid. I think when he was in the French League, we know how he fared. Let's be realistic, man. It's all
Injury was there. We can go on and on and on.
This argument I think is still open. We'll continue on the platform.
Debate is going to be
exactly. Yeah, we will continue the basketballs as journalists as well as fans on the platform. Once again, go there. Send I want to join to 070-3579-2743. Sport Bishop over the weekend. One man is hanging in the 6th position. They said his name is Eric Ten Hag, but this guy has not crossed assist. He's been there for months, and he come out to say that he's proud of his players, that the players played according to instructions.
That means he instructed them not to win
according to his tactical inputs in the game, and we saw Phil Foden being the deciding factor again, just as it happened in the first leg where he got a brace.
Eric Ten Hag is hanging for his dear life. I think that should be the headline. I think to hear this from a manager who lost 3-1 in such a way, I think he should be thrown out of the door as quickly as now. Or as quickly as yesterday.
Then to bring on who?
I don't know.
That is another debate for another day.
But you have to
conceding 9 goals against Man City in both legs.
You don't even get what I'm saying. The reason he lost that game was Eric Ten Hag. Watch the game very well. The setup was quite nice. You have to respect your opponent, defend. I try and break on the counter attack. Soak the pressure and then use. The only outlet Man United had was Marcus Rashford. The reason and he kept both Ake, who played at left back, and Walker at right back. He kept them busy. You could realize that when Man City were attacking, those two guys did not go. He kept them busy, and so Man City were a bit restricted in the attacking front.
True.
And then you take out the only attacking outlet and bring in Anthony. And I was watching with someone, and I won't call who, and I said this is the beginning of the end. Because Anthony is not the quickest of players. He's the most.
He's even the brilliant of.
He's not the most brilliant of players.
And he breaks counter.
He loses the ball in crazy. He loses the ball in crazy positions. And look. And the funny enough is that he won't even track back. Rashford will track back, and Nacho will track back. He would not. Look at the goal scored by Foden, the second goal. He was practically he was first jogging and then walking for a player who lost the ball. So for me, if you ask me, I think tactically he lost it. He started very well with the setup, the tactics. And when he took out Marcus Rashford and then brought in Anthony, they went down 2-1, and then he killed the game totally by bringing in Fossa, who not disrespect. I don't want to say some things, but it's disastrous. You have Amad Diallo on the bench. You have to have a
let me help you.
You have to have a goal.
My problem with Manchester United or with Man U and Eric Ten Hag, it's not just the big team, because if he's coming out to set up against the big team, if you look at they will always come out, take the lead. How do they protect this lead like they did against Arsenal?
They cannot defend. So play to your strength. When they took the game to Man City, they scored. You their first strike on goal. So Man City I think
continue with the pressure.
I expect him to push more, to attack more.
I'm not saying he should attack.
I even expect him to attack more.
Exactly.
But be
all right.
mindful of your defense.
Sofian Amrabat.
No.
And we saw how Amrabat gave up that possession that Haaland scored.
You know what Man City does when they have this kind of chances?
They bury it.
How do you give a lion meat?
And you expect him not to devour. Alright, other games that went down in the weekend we had the likes of Newcastle. We have 3-0 better over Wolverhampton Wanderers. Liverpool had to leave it late in the game. 98 plus 27 seconds they had to score.
There's a lot of argument there. Controversies and
which are which are plenty.
The talk would have been on had Nottingham Forest scored a goal in the 98th minute. But because it's Liverpool that scored it, everything is quiet.
Is quiet. And when Liverpool scored, the ref had to sound the final whistle.
Why did he wait?
That is it. Other games at the Goodison Park, Everton lost 1-3 at home, and Luton Town also lost at home to Aston Villa by 3-2. On Saturday also we saw the back and forth goes between Brentford and Chelsea, despite Chelsea going 1 goal up in that one, but Brentford had to fight back to get a 2-1 lead. But just when the game was about to come to an end, Chelsea pulled an equalizer. Yes, that guy have been quite instrumental for Chelsea in a couple of games, and again he showed why coach Mauricio Pochettino will always favor him over other defenders that aren't at their peak at the moment. Tottenham won Crystal Palace by 3-1, while Fulham, courtesy of an Alex Iwobi and Calvin Bassey brilliant performances, gave Fulham a 3-0 win over Brighton and Hove Albion. Sport Bishop, why are you laughing? We must praise our own. They were instrumental in that game.
Why do you talk about Frank Onyeka and his assist for the goal against Brentford?
You can say it now. Me, I've said my own. And Burnley, we are not good at home as Bournemouth had to drive them down, but the murky waters of relegation. Sport Bishop, another talking point was in the Spanish La Liga, where we saw that game between Real Madrid and Valencia, where Jude Bellingham was shown a red card because he complained rightly over his goal that was cancelled.
First of all,
the referee sounded the final whistle when the ball was in the air, and that is not correct.
Let me explain to you. First of all, Jude Bellingham needs to calm down, pipe low. Come on. As much as he's a very good player, if he doesn't keep his head down, he will lose it. He's been through so many, so many wrong decisions he's made in his career, especially at Real Madrid. I just hope this is not getting into his head. First of all, it was the issue he had with him. Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood is trying to beg the FA not to even suspend him, and now we're hearing this. See, the referee blew the whistle. The referee has the right to blow the whistle at any time,
even when you do that.
Even
wrongly?
when you throw it, even see the referee is giving you longer. They'll give you 8 minutes, minimum of 8 minutes. After he can even blow any 8-minute dot or even more than 8 minutes. It has gone beyond the time he had given. He can take. I know you would have said, why did he wait for the ball to be crossed before he blew? But see, he has the shot to blow the whistle at any time. To me, it will be sad because I feel he. For the sake of should I just say for the there's something we say that is right and it is correct or accurate. Everybody say
something that is right but not accurate.
Exactly, but see, you will have said for the sake of morals, you could have allowed the ball to go, but the rule says he can blow the whistle at any time. He's the umpire. He decides when he blows the whistle.
And some fans said that a referee had a lunch date with Barcelona president. Hence, he had to do that, make that kind of questionable call against their rivals Real Madrid. And more was for Barcelona.
Wow.
They could not win their game over the weekend against their opponent Atletico Bilbao. The game ended goalless, where Frankie de Jong have been sidelined till the end of the season.
It looks like if one man gets if Madrid drops point, Barcelona tends to drop as well.
And we also saw
Girona lost as well, but he got to Mallorca. So it now means that the lead is extended. 8 points off Liverpool, 7 points off Girona. And despite that loss, to me, I see it as a point drop for Madrid at Mestalla because they should have won that game. It looks like it's no problem, no issue problem for them. But one man, we must give one close to one man. I think Vinicius Junior has got a brace in that encounter. Unfortunately, he was racially abused again. I don't know what he can do to get to the good sides. And this one was a child. A video of a child racially abusing him was online. A child. It tells you that the parenting, you can't. It's a social norm, a social problem. And if parenting does not solve that problem, I don't know what UEFA can do.
Victor Osimhen missed the penalty, but it was the rebound that gave Juventus a very resounding lead against their opponent Juventus.
Yeah, Como Raspadori, the man who got that beautiful goal in the 88 minutes after Victor Osimhen has missed his penalty. One guy called me and said, now I know why Coach Pesaro didn't allow him to take penalties at the Afcon. And I told him clearly, Victor Osimhen is a terrible penalty taker. We saw that last year in the Champions League and of course in the league.
But he had a very good conversion rate when he was with the under 17.
Absolutely, and that's why I think he needs to start
polishing.
Smacking those balls in the back of the net if he wants to compete with the best. Because when you hear Ronaldo scores 40 goals, 25 could be penalties. Messi as well. I'm not looking at Ronaldo. Messi, Haaland, how many penalties has he scored?
Is that why you are calling him Penaldo?
Come on, man, don't put words in my mouth. You know how much I love Cristiano Ronaldo. So, the truth is this. You want to get to the 40s, the 50 goals, you have to start smacking those penalties.
True.
And the coach does not trust you. That's why last season it was Labovka. It was first Msenyi, then Labovska, then now Zambo Ngisa, then now we're hearing Politano now. Come on, he needs to start scoring because if nobody has 20 penalties and he scores 18 or 19 and he scores 19 out of against the run of play, then what do you mean? He gets the job done.
All right, talking about getting the job done, let's move over now to basketball as one man is showing others how to get the job done. 070-0010-961. Keep your calls coming on that number, as well as your WhatsApp call and messages. We will give attention to your voice. And in basketball, LeBron James became the first NBA player to reach 40,000 career regular season points on Saturdays in their game against Denver Nuggets. Both here describe it as a bittersweet after the Los Angeles Lakers side lost 124-114 to the defending NBA champions.
Come on, you get to the first player to get to 40 points in the NBA history.
40,000.
40,000, and lose a game to the Denver Nuggets to look at
Doncic.
I love the fact that the fans did after he scored the goal at the post, give him a standing ovation. What a legend, absolute legend, has been to the game of basketball, both in the national level and of course for his team. So I'm really happy for him. I just hope, I don't know how long he can play. He's 39 already. But come on, what a feat it was for LeBron James on Saturday night when he overpassed that. And I think he's got more points. Let's see. The race for 50. Can he get there?
It's on.
Can he get 50,000 points?
Let's wait and see.
Let's give me 41,000. Let's have 41,000 first.
And another NBA game, as Celtic Warriors wallop a Golden State.
They thrashed them.
Wallop.
They annihilate them 140-88.
It is now 11 straight win.
Absolutely for the Boston Celtics. One man, Jason Tatum, who celebrated his birthday yesterday, 26-year-old, got 27 points for that victory. Because I call him the double J. Jalen Brown had 29 points as well in that game. So good one for the Celtics. I think it was the days for the young boys yesterday. Even though in other games played, you could see the fact that Victor Wembanyama, you know him, he's 31-year-old. He's a young boy who just got into the NBA recently. I beg your pardon. He's got 31 points, 12 rebounds, and of course 6 assists. And he had 6 blocks in his Spurs victory over the Indiana Pacers, 117-109. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, they come on. They are top of the conference city, and they beat 7th place Phoenix Suns 118-110.
Cruising.
Gilson Alexander, that boy is good. 35 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals for the Thunder.
All right, let's move over now to Formula One. Spot Bishop, it seems you have got something for us in the fast and pacey world of F1.
Absolutely, the first Grand Prix of the year is up and running and done and dusted, as Red Bull Max Verstappen sent out a chilling message to the Formula One rivals with a crushing victory in the season opening Bahrain Grand Prix. He brushed off controversies surrounding his team principal Christian Horner to dominate after a brief challenge at the start of the Ferrari Charles Leclerc. Verstappen led teammate Sergio Perez home ahead of Carlos Sainz. So it is 1, 2, 3, Verstappen, Perez, Carlos Sainz, and of course Leclerc finishing 4th ahead of George Russell. What's happening to Lewis Hamilton? I don't know. And that has led to, we hear that the Afcon team has been reorganized their design department in a wake of poor start to the season, and they have the departure of their technical boss. The season has only had one race, and teams are already firing a hurry.
Come on, it is too early if you ask me. But where the men are not getting it right, the women are getting it right. In tennis, as a British number one, Katie Boita has won first San Diego Open final, defeating Mata Kostyuk 5-7. 6-2, 6-2 in the biggest triumph of a career so far. Spot Bishop, this woman at the age of 27, she's still powering on and not looking like she's relenting.
I'm happy the press are pushing her because she's a Briton, and it's been long we had a Britain tennis player do so well after Andy Murray, you know. So for Katie Boita, she's 27, she's got some years ahead of her. 5-7-6-2-6, a comeback victory for her against Marta Kostyuk in the San Diego Open final. Good one for her. She's won an ATP, the WTA, that they call the 500 title, and she'll move up from there. We'll let her see where she climbs up in the ranking. But the big news coming in before we came into the studio in tennis is that Andrei Rublev has won his appeal against losing his ranking points and prize money after being disqualified from the Dubai Tennis Championship. The Russian was defaulted for unsportsmanship conduct in the semi-final with Alexander Bublev.